Good morning and welcome to Herb Oracle Podcast, botanical divination with herbs, essences, flowers, and trees with your host, Herbal Marie. Let's start the day off pulling some oracle cards and getting a few messages. We can shoot the shiitake in a spiritual way-ish. And if you follow me on Instagram, I'll post a pic of the cards at Herb Oracle. Thanks so much for joining me. Here we go. Welcome back to Ho. It's Thursday. We get to hang out with the trees and ask our tree guides, what do you want to talk about today? So I'm excited. It's after 11. And I know like normal people will be like, don't even record a podcast today, but I want to talk to the trees so much that I'm like, you know what, better late than never. But yeah, this morning I really needed a shower, and then I really needed to answer a whole bunch of phone calls, and then I had to run an errand, and you know how it goes. Before you know it, it's 11. Like, where does the morning go? I am trying to get up earlier, but that would require an earlier bedtime. So I wanted to tell you, for people following the story of the spider in my iPad hole, I squished the spider because he left the iPad hole. He left for a couple days. I didn't see my spider friend that was living in the iPad. Like, I could see it. And he started making a little webby nest. Maybe it was a she, I don't know. And on a bookcase. And I'm like, I'm sorry, dude. Like, you were safe and protected in the iPad hole, and then you left. So anyways, if this is the first time you've ever listened to Herb Oracle, you don't know what I'm talking about. But for those who have been following my spider friend, we're not friends anymore. Yeah, just like me and a lot of other people. No, we got to make our peace. We got to be friends with everybody. I don't hear from my sister for like many, many months, and she texted me this morning. Of course, she was upset, but I'm so glad that like my family knows they can call on me anytime they want to, even if a lot of time has passed. So I do really try to be there for everybody. I do really try to be friends with everybody. And I was friends with this spider that scared me for longer than I thought I could be. You know what I mean? But yeah, he left the hole, man. He left the safe space, and, I had to do what I had to do. So on Thursdays, we hang out with the trees. I have a deck called Soul Trees. Soul Trees by Allison Williams Yee. This has been an awesome tool for us. I have shuffled the deck. I've cleared the deck. And my intentions are, very simply, just to be open and ask, what do the trees want to talk about today? What do the trees want to talk about today? Oh my gosh. I can't even remember what they wanted to talk about last week. Like, I really live in the now moment so much that sometimes it's hard for me to remember, like, right off the top of my head. But then, like, once I look and see, I'd be like, oh yeah, I remember that. So anyways, I really just stick with it in the moment, be open to whatever, like I do with all my other podcasts. Yesterday we did Manifest More Dreams. I was kind of like, I don't know what I think about that podcast. It just didn't seem very smooth or, kind of choppy. It got interrupted so much. Well, then last night, like all night really, like messages of dreams would come in from other places, like synchronicities. And then as I was falling asleep, like I was having a lot of like aha moments that you're like, yeah, we can dream this dream into any dream we want it to. This dream of life, we can dream it however we want it. So I went to bed last night really being like, oh, okay, I love it whenever, like, yeah, I do a podcast. It doesn't maybe really seem like that cool to me at the time, or I'm just like, oh, why do I do these podcasts, But then by the end of the day, I'm like, oh, right, that's why I do these podcasts. So I myself can be like having this advancement in my understanding and in my awareness and having things make sense and resonate to me. So I had a lot of synchronicities yesterday, actually for the last 2 days. I mean, I always have synchronicities, but I feel like I've had a lot more synchronicities and big time with numbers. And it's just been so fun for me, like seeing the numbers and having the synchronicities. So the dream synchronicities have been happening this week. Same with the seeds. So a lot of messages about seeds, and people are using seed analogies and lots of different random conversations. And I'm just noticing the dream. And then even last night I was watching a video from Angelics Speak, Sharon from angelicspeak.com. She's on YouTube. I was telling you about her last Saturday because she inspired the angelic herb episodes I'm going to be doing. She had I can't remember if it was Archangel Raphael or Michael. I think it was Raphael. Yeah, it was Archangel Raphael because I thought that was cool to listen to because we just talked about him. He was saying in this meditation or channeling that, yes, this is a dream and eventually we're all going to wake up from it and have a really good laugh, you know. So while we're here incarnated into this dream called life, you know, it's like observe and learn the lesson and have your soul growth, but don't get caught up in it. Don't get caught up in it. It was just a really beautiful message. And also, like, he was addressing people's fears, and he was very, very forward. Like, listen, if it's your time to go, you know, you're going to be going. And the people who are passing right now, it's their time to go. And eventually we all go, and we wake up from this dream and have a good laugh. So I don't know. It was a really interesting, synchronicities abound all the time. So anyways, on that note, what do the tree guides want to talk about today? The guidance from the trees has been so amazing. Like, kind of makes me nervous. Like, geez, how do we keep topping this every Thursday? Like, just always so good. So I just want to let myself, my ego, I want to come into this without having any expectations. I don't want to try to have this weird ego expectation that it has to be good. Like, if the trees just wanted to talk about like dandelions today, like, that would be okay with me. You know, if like the trees just wanted to be like, I don't know, have like not even a coherent message, I would have to be okay with that. But I'm just saying, if you go back, how many weeks have we, what week are we on? We're on the 13th week of 2020 for recording. This will be the 13th hangout with the tree guides in 2020. And I'm just saying the last dozen have all been amazing. So it's like, kind of like I am getting these expectations that the trees are always going to be awesome sauce. But yeah, so this is our 13th week at Ho for 2020. We've skipped a couple weeks here and there, but this is our 13th recording week. The herb of the week is California poppy, and we're manifesting more dreams this week. But now, on that note, what do the trees want to talk about? So I'm just going to shuffle this deck and kind of just see who wants to come out, which trees want to come out. These trees have words on them. They're watercolor paintings by Allison Williams Yee. And yeah, a lot of different, I think there's 70 or 80 cards in this deck, and a little bit of everything. A lot of different topics. Okay, our first card's coming up off the bottom. It's Integration Reversed. Integration Reversed. Okay, so now I'm going to ask, what are we integrating right now? And why the hell is it reversed? But I love it. Okay, there's one little stinker popping up in the middle. We'll do top on the left, and we'll put the right card on the bottom card on the right side. Okay, so we'll see if we can get some clarity here. for a topic about what we're talking about. I got 4 cards in front of me. We have integration at the top, the little stinker. I've been wanting to call little stinkers shitheads so much in just the last 12 hours because there's this one little stinker that comments on my YouTube channel. Like, for every video that I post, this one little stinker comments that he wants a different type of video. And I know he's just a kid, but I'm like, this is my favorite little shithead. All right, so let's see what the little stinker card popping up is. It's Detachment Reversed. So we have integration reversed, and I basically was like, what is holding us up, right? What do we need to integrate, and what the hell's in our way? Detachment, or not letting ourselves become detached. So that's kind of like tying in the whole dream talk initially that we started off with. Like, can we be in this dream and be here, learn here, enjoy here, yet at the same time be detached? Like, okay, we're here, when it's time to go, bye. Kind of like that. Can we be detached in our life? Like, okay, I'm having the best time of my life, but yet I'm not attached to it. It's weird. It's a weird concept for us to integrate 100%. So that might be something with the reversed integration tree. All right, let's see what was on the top and bottom. I'm just going to flip them over at the same time. We have compassion and patience. Ooh, wow. That is extremely accurate. Compassion and patience is extremely accurate. 2 extremely accurate energies right now that I feel like the collective is going through. Yeah, what do we need to integrate into the hearts of every human being? Compassion. And what are we struggling with? Patience. I think every single person has a certain level of struggle with patience at this time. Whether you're someone who's just impatiently waiting for the world to go back to quote normal, or you're impatient, like you're trying to be patient with the quarantine stuff, but it's just kind of like, listen, I'm like really feeling done with this, or this patience factor. Light workers, right? Always hearing of the event, always hearing of things are happening behind the scene. New energies are coming in. We have to practice our patience, right? Patriots, QAnon, it's like they're having to practice their patience too for a lot of the arrests to be made and for things to surface and truth to be revealed. So integration of these energies of compassion and patience, yet at the same weird time having a certain level of detachment from it all. So it's like, can you watch the show? Can you make your popcorn and watch the show, enjoy the show, learn from the show, yet at the same time be totally okay with not attaching to it? And when it's over, it's over, right? It's like when the movie's over, you're done watching the movie. You don't stand there and cry. What if the movie goes different than what you thought? Can you detach from it? So it's like, for example, I'll just use like the QAnon, people that know about some of the wrongdoings, right? The people who know about other people who have broken the law, can they be okay with certain things not being revealed to the public? So even though like you might know of all the darkness and all the heinous things that have happened to children and things, like your ego wants justice, your ego wants everyone to know about this, but it's like, can you be okay to detach from it if it doesn't go the way you thought it was gonna go? Can you detach from all these experiences, like, and just watch them, just observe them? Can you detach from thinking something has to happen at a certain time in a certain way? Can you just have the detachment to allow it to unfold? And can you be patient about it? So very interesting trees. The trees want to talk about integration, detachment, compassion, and patience. So I love the colors of the detachment tree and the compassion tree. They actually match. They both are blue and green. Now the detachment has more blues and the compassion has more greens, but they both have trunks comprised of blue and green twisted together, cohabitating together. So that's kind of interesting. The integration tree is like electric blue and pink. It looks like capillaries. It looks like my thighs. It looks like all the veins and my old lady veins in my ankles. That's what the color of the integration tree is. And patience is a black card with a skinny little white tree in the blackness. And yeah, like at the branches there's the magenta and blue colors as an integration, but it is a very dark card. So this, I feel like the trees are saying, yeah, right now it seems like there's so much darkness in the world and there's only this little skinny little bit of light peeking through sometimes in the darkness. And the trees are just saying, and that will be enough. Spoiler alert, the light is going to win. The light is winning, right? That's enough light. One spark of light in the darkness is enough to dispel darkness. And this little skinny tree, the more I look at it, the more it comes out at me. Do you know what I mean? Like at first glance, it's a very, very dark card. But once I take some time to just focus on the light, then that's what I see, and the darkness fades away. So I feel like the message of the trees definitely is to focus on the positivity, focus on the light, focus on the good stuff, focus on what you're enjoying. So if this is a movie, if this is a dream that we're living in, just pay attention to the stuff that gives you that sense of love and compassion in the world. So we have this beautiful compassion tree, and she's sort of sticking her hip out, trying to butt in here. She's like, okay, so my turn. So what do we want to be focusing on our heart space, like loving. It's like whenever you want to just be unconditional loving, yet don't be attaching, right? So it's like love everyone, yet don't expect, like don't attach to them in a psychotic way. Like just keep loving and letting people live their lives, live their dreams, and just staying in that state of compassion and love for everybody, detaching from the outcome, detaching from the situation. Focus. You can still focus on whatever you choose to focus on, but the trees highly recommend that we stay focused on the light and just be patient, right? Because it takes time to integrate. This all came under the integration tree. What the dreams taught us yesterday was your dreams don't manifest overnight. You don't become a super famous YouTuber overnight. It takes time, it takes work. And same thing with our spiritual journeys. You don't become an enlightened, wise master overnight. Usually. There might be a few exceptions to that rule, but not for you and me. You and me are putting the work in. We are putting the time in. So we have a lot of integration to do, and so does the collective, and so does the world. So that's why keep allowing that to take place. Allow the integration to happen, but you be patient, you be compassionate, and you be detached through this whole process called, I guess, life. All right, now our second deck that we go with is the Wisdom of Trees Oracle, just to shed a little light, a little advice maybe on that. See if the trees have anything else they want to say on the topics of integration, detachment, patience and compassion. Yeah, I get the message. I mean, I see it, I feel it. I think the one that maybe resonated the most to me was the detachment. Oh yeah, and compassion. You're a cold-hearted snake, look into his eyes. All right, so let's see what's on the top and bottom here. We've got Indian bean reversed and black elder reversed. So we got 2 inverse cards here. Let's see. And then hopefully I can squeeze 1 Celtic card at the bottom of this spread. It's kind of a big spread. Like long, tall. All right, but let's see. 2 reverse cards. Okay, so maybe it's going to give a little insight here. And we don't have to stay forever on these cards, but let's see if maybe it can give us a little insight. What is the holdup? Is there anything, because they're reversed, because they're upside down, inversed. What is maybe preventing us from being detached, or from the slowing of the integration, or like if we're having trouble feeling compassion and patience, what's up with that? So the Indian bean, I'll read the inverse messages right off the bat and we'll just see. Indian bean is about vitality. And it says, do not overlook the obvious and simple ways of healing yourself. Ensure that you have plenty of rest and sleep, and find the time to prepare and eat wholesome, natural foods, regardless of how busy you may be. All right, so that does that have anything to do with anything? Well, I love the fact that there's this sweet little bird. And being upside down, it looks like it's holding on to the Indian bean vine, just sort of hanging out, and it's looking over at the Indian bean blossoms. And the Indian bean Deva says, my beautiful trumpet-shaped flowers greet the sun in the summer, and in the autumn I show off my seed pods. Let me teach you how to make the most of your many talents and attributes so you regain your vitality. So, yeah, if we have been feeling, make sure that we are getting enough rest and sleep and good foods. You know, like maybe we've been compromising how we've been eating because of like the situation at hand. But it's like you still need to take care of yourself no matter what, right? You still need to eat well, sleep well, and yeah, heal yourself. So yeah, it's beautiful flowers. They sometimes just plant it because of the prolific flowers. I want to read the upright message. It says, one of the best ways to heal yourself at the moment is to embrace every day with enthusiasm and do everything you can to get the most benefit from it. Treat the people you meet with respect and an open heart. All right, so excuse me. The beautiful little Indian bean flowers match the blossoms of the compassion tree. So that's really, really sweet. And it's right under the compassion tree. And so the message is, you know, if you are feeling like you're struggling having compassion, really try to always treat every single person with respect, and do your healing work to help you open up your heart more, to help you take down more walls, to help you embrace and respect every single human being, even the ones that you don't agree with. So I do love that so much. I love that it sort of spins off the manifest more dreams messages yesterday that says, like, every single day, make sure your actions and your steps are going towards what you want to manifest. You're investing in your own personal dream. So it's like every day, be enthusiastic for what it is that you want to do, for everything that you want to invest in, so you can get the most benefit from it. So invest in yourself, right? Take care of your body, your mind, your spirit, and your heart. So that you can integrate this beautiful energy into everything that you do. And when you do that, when you do have more respect and open-heartedness and love and compassion for people, you'll have more patience too. They go hand in hand. All right, so let's see what the Black Elder wants to say reversed for us too. They're both reversed. That's okay, because it's like this might give us some insight on why the detachment tree is reversed, right? So Black Elder, it has the upside down teacup, right? And then it has all these elder blossoms. So they both of these cards reversed have beautiful flowers. But the inverse message says, do not take anything purely as at its face value. What at first seems like a simple situation will soon reveal itself to have many complex facets. So it is neither all good nor all bad. Learn to see the light and shade in everything around you. All right, so that's awesome that it's under the black and white patience tree. Learn to see the light and shade in everything around you. So yeah, I mean, learn to see the light in everything and know that nothing's 100% good, nothing's 100% bad. Right? It's an integration. It's a blending of it. Just like I'm not 100% good, but I'm also not 100% bad. But I'm not 100% good either. So yeah, I mean, I like that these two cards are on the side of the detachment too, because it's like, see, what better reason now to detach from everything, because you just can't get caught up into it. You're like there's always going to be two sides to everything. There's always going to be a mix of energies. So it really does behoove you to just detach from things. Yeah, you can still observe, but don't absorb. And just know that, yeah, things are going to be revealed soon. So yeah, Elder, what a sweet deva. If we honor her, she will send us many blessings and abundance and protection. And she really wants us to trust in the abundance of the world around us. So have patience. If abundance is being kind of held up with you at the moment, have patience and keep on concentrating. Just like I said on that patience card, you got to focus on the lighted tree. See the light, and that's what will be drawn to you. Elder also says, concentrate on everything that you want to attract into your life. Feeling and thinking as though you already have it. Give thanks for your many blessings. And then once again, it is beside the detachment. So it's like, yes, think about what you want, but then detach from it. Right? Be thankful for it, even if you don't have it yet. Be thankful for it. If it comes to you, it was supposed to be yours. If it doesn't, you're detached enough, right? So that frees up a lot of movement, movement in the energies, right? When you detach. So you can think about what you want, but then you have to let it go and give it over to God and let the universe take care of it. And then you keep on living your life with love and compassion and respect and taking care of yourself no matter what's going on. So yeah, quite a few energies to integrate today. Integration, detachment, patience, compassion. And then we have vitality with the Indian bean and abundance with the Black Elder. This Affirmation Minute is brought to you by our sweet herb of the week, California Poppy, and I thank you and I dedicate them all to you. I am playful. I sprinkle joy wherever I go. I create with the enthusiasm of a beginner. I shine light during the day and embrace the dark at night. I open my heart to the wonders of the natural world. I believe in fairies. Let's say them again. I am playful. I sprinkle joy wherever I go. I create with the enthusiasm of a beginner. I shine light during the day and embrace the dark at night. I open my heart to the wonders of the natural world. I believe in fairies. And so it is. All right, so we're moving along here. It would be perfect to have one Celtic tree come in, and I could squeeze it on the bottom here. All right, so let's see. What would be the most perfect Celtic tree for us today as we're talking about? There it is. Okay, it tripped up in the center. Look at me. I'm putting the deck in the box. I pushed the box the whole way out of my reach. Like, listen, I only have time for one tree today. But anyways, before I flip over this card and see what Celtic tree we have to wrap it up today, I just want to say that wasn't the California Poppy affirmations cute when it said, like, you know, during the day I shine my light and I embrace the dark at night? That kind of reminded me of the patience tree with the dark and the light, and the message of the black elder, that there's always a mix of both. You can't have light without dark. You can't have dark without light. This is something that we need to integrate, right? That we need to balance and accept all aspects, and then, yeah, I mean, detach from it. You can't get upset when there's darkness, and because it's just part of everything. It's just the way the world works right now. So yeah, it really does. It's like you got to have compassion for everybody, because there's the potential for light within everybody, and there's the potential of darkness within everybody. So the way that I picked up this card, it's upside down. It's number 4. It's willow. So we've got a lot of reversed cards today, and the tree coming in is willow. Now, when I think of willows, I always think of like their big underground root systems, and the fact that like they love water, they like to grow near water. So that to me says emotional realm. So this integration, this detachment, we are talking about emotions, right? We're talking about the emotions of attachment, codependency, and our expectations. But yet at the same time, we're talking about a lot of other emotions today, like compassion and acceptance and discernment and all that kind of stuff. So anyways, a lot of energy, say, like, because we even had Indian being with vitality and wellness and health, and like, dang, it's good that we have willow here to be able to handle all this emotional stuff that we're talking about today, diverse emotional stuff. But yet she is reversed, which makes me think that like maybe the trees are acknowledging that we are overwhelmed. The willow tree is maybe like saying, yeah, I understand that you're having trouble detaching and integrating because there's a lot going on right now. Black elder says there's a lot going on that's going to be revealed that you can't see right now. Black elder says there's darkness that you can't see quite yet, right? There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. That's just all I can say. And that might be why willow is reversed, because there's a lot going on. All right, so willow is connected to the deity Bridget, the maiden aspect of the goddess, the Celtic Bridget. The totems are the dove and the bee. And the key words for this card are the feminine principle, cooperation, fertility, intuition, the moon and her cycles, water, emotion, creativity, and community. So she kind of pulls together all of the cards, like compassion, right? That would be connected to community, our sense of community. Indian being, taking care of ourselves, mentally, physically, emotionally, but also creativity too, allowing ourselves to express our creativity, because it's a good flow of energy, right? There's a lot of different things, but the feminine principle is all about compassion. And elder, that makes me think of intuition. And even like the patience card up there, the darkness, the moon and her cycles. And sometimes we get a full moon and it lights up the whole night sky, and you can walk around without a flashlight. And when it's a new moon, it's pitch dark. And you just have to kind of detach. You can't be upset when the moon's not in your favorite phase, right? You go with the cycle, you go with the flow, you accept it, you detach from it. And you have patience. So if you love the full moons, you have to be patient for like 28 days until it comes back around again. So anyways, the willow tree represents the feminine principle. This is a period of the quickening of the creative principle and the element of fire. We celebrate the magic that sparks the seed deep within the earth to begin to grow. The teaching of this is about enriching our community, cooperating with others, and learning to share power and resources with others. Willow teaches us to embrace our emotions and to express them. Willow encourages peace and harmony. She encourages peace and harmony with others and with the natural world. And she supports our dream life. So we really are manifesting more dreams this week, and now Willow is coming in to confirm that. She also says many wonderful plans and ideas come to us in this way through our dreams. So keep dreaming them. So I'm going to turn the page and go to the reversed meaning, because she is definitely reversed. And when I started the tree guides messages, I said, well, what's in the way of this integration? That was our first card, integration. What's the holdup? And then underneath that, we have a reversed detachment. And now we have a reversed willow, who says, you may not be aware of your underlying feelings and emotions, or you may be afraid of your feelings, and you may be repressing them or cutting yourself off from them. So if this is the case, it is time to allow yourself to feel. It is time to allow yourself to feel. So what could be holding us up from integrating? We're not letting ourselves feel the feelings. We're not letting ourselves feel the darkness. We're not letting ourselves feel the grief and the hurt. And maybe even the fear too. Like maybe we just really need to feel it and integrate it and then detach from it. Willow says, on the other hand, perhaps you give your power over to your emotions, and now they are running your life. If so, it is time to get back in the driver's seat. If you continue to experience difficult emotions over a long period of time, investigate your thinking and weed out thoughts and beliefs that are driving those feelings. It may also be time to seek help. So when the willow appears reversed, you may not be receiving the benefits of your relationships with others and your community. So perhaps you are feeling alone and isolated. It's like the trees know us. It may be hard to find any sense of peace within your current experience. You may be dealing with anger, fear, or loss. Grief may have its hold on you. It is time to talk to a trusted friend or counselor. It is time to set your mind to creating honey in your life and attracting help and love. Okay, so that's pretty incredible because that would explain a lot of stuff, right? So yeah, we're not letting ourselves feel our feelings. We're feeling alone. We're feeling isolated. We're letting our emotions run the show and drive us. And it's like, no, it's time for you to get in the driver's seat. It's time for you to weed out those thoughts and those beliefs that are just driving these feelings that are driving you out of control. So you got to detach from things to a certain extent so that it's beneficial to you. And yeah, if you've been feeling so isolated, now it is time to reach out and connect so that your relationships and your community, so that you can receive the benefits of them. You don't need to feel alone and isolated anymore. But you do have to maybe ask for help or do the work to get a sense of peace with your current experience. And that probably is detaching from it so you can get a sense of peace. Integrating it so you can get a sense of peace. Now, Willow also wants to say that you may also have a deep soul need for the quiet and contemplation in which you can find the reassurance, comfort, and nurturance that the divine feminine and the great goddess can provide. You have a deep need for this. It is possible that you are out of spiritual balance. So turn to your feminine side, to your dreams and your visions. And so, yeah, we do really have a literal feminine side over here on the left side of the spread. The compassion, the beautiful Indian being with the pink little flowers, with the sense of vitality and taking care of yourself. Yeah, you need to turn to this feminine side. Now over here on the mat, if that's the feminine side of the spread, then over here is the masculine side with the darkness and the black elder. And it's saying, yeah, things are going to come up and you know, this out of balance divine masculine that's been in the world. You know, that's kind of the problem that, like, with everything, there was not a balance with the energies. So yeah, we ourselves, though, need to come into a spiritual balance. And yeah, allow the divine feminine energy and the great goddess to comfort us, to nurture us, to reassure us. So yeah, we are definitely encouraged to find that quiet, contemplative space within us as part of taking care of ourselves. And when we have that peaceful place within, we will be able to integrate the darkness better, more effectively, without it triggering, you know, our emotions, without it triggering us to go into that uncontrolled feeling place, you know? So yeah, so it's a mix, it's a dance. It's kind of a dance we have going on here with integration and detachment. And yeah, on top of all that is having the patience. All right, so let's hear Willow's direct message from the Celtic Tree Oracle guidebook. We'll see what Willow has to say for us. Was I holding my breath that entire time? That's what it feels like. So she says, I am the majestic willow. I am a tree that supports you in honoring your feelings. When you are having an emotional moment, be kind to yourself. Treat all of your emotions with kindness. Once they have your attention, they will diminish. That is all that they want. Your unconditional love and attention is everything. In this way, you are acting like the perfect mother to yourself. The feminine principle is about love, kindness, care, appreciation, and calming attention. I represent the great mother of all, and I send my healing love. I am here to hug and hold you. You can seek comfort in my great arms. I am an umbrella of love and protection. You are a child of the vast universe, and you are precious. I am here to reassure you that all is well, and that all is returning to balance. Forgive yourself and allow healing to take place. In time, you can lay down your grievances and forgive others. All acts of forgiveness are really for your own healing. Oh, so that is so sweet. I don't know if you've ever heard me tell this story, but when I was a child, my favorite place to play was at my grandmother's house under this huge willow tree. And she really was like a room, an umbrella, a space for me to be in. And yeah, I got in trouble all the time because I would swing on her branches. But now I know that she was asking me to do that. She wanted to hug me and hold me and give me comfort in her great arms. So you guys, if we only take one thing away from our hangout today, it's the reminder that we are the ones that benefit from forgiveness. So if we forgive ourselves and we forgive others, we are the ones that heal from that. We are the ones that benefit. So take comfort in all your healing. Know that all is well. And yeah, even Willow reminded us to have patience. To have patience. In time, you will lay down your grievances. In time. So yeah, just let everything unfold. Connect with the divine feminine energy. Allow Willow to send her healing love to you. Oh my gosh, she was so sweet. Oh, I loved it. I loved it so much, and I send you so much love as well. Let's hang out again tomorrow. We'll do something fun. Although this was fun. This was also fun for me. It's all fun for me.